He's been a team captain and Have I Got News for You for nearly 35 years, man and boy. And now comedian Paul Merton, well, he's teaming up with his wife, Suki, for their very own improv show.
And after I'd been insulted by Peter, I said to Dominic, do you know what Peter said to me?
You're
He said,
Peter?
I'm Peter, yes.
You mean Peter One?
Peter One, yes, Peter One. You've been married so many times, darling, it's hard to keep
yes.
track.
Of course,
I said to Peter One, I told... What,
I call you Pete, you're the second Pete, repeat.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, we're here every Wednesday.
You're quite right, we are there every Wednesday. Comedy Store.
Comedy Store?
Comedy
every
Store,
Wednesday?
Every Wednesday to the end of July,
Which is great fun. And do you get people on and do they love doing that? Because they get a chance to...
Yes, we're doing a lot of different games that we haven't done before. We've got people coming up. We've got Julian Clary's coming up and Stephen Mang, who's done it twice now, who loves it. He absolutely loves it. He's coming back. And we have Ross Noble between now and the end of July. So, yeah, it's a lot of people are coming on. We had Jason Manford on the other week, who'd never done it before, who just was brilliant and loved it. And I think sort of people find... Because we look after them, you know, we don't just sort of chuck them on and say, off you go. So we do look after them, and they are having a great time, as indeed are the audiences.
No, it sounds fantastic, and just the kind of thing I would love to see on the telly.
Yes, so would I.
For people that can't get to the Comedy Store, Paul.
Exactly,
so we can't all do that.
Yes, well,
we want to see it on the telly.
All the TV commissioners are now watching, you know, just phone me in alphabetical order.
I think they should. I think they should. Because it works, and I mean, I loved watching that. Remember that other improv show that they did? Was it...
Whose Line?
Yes.
Yeah, Whose Line is it? Yeah,
I really liked that.
Yeah.
And it actually made a lot of stars of people as well.
It did,
which was really good.
Yeah, there was lots of us there who weren't known when we first started doing that show. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of young improvisers out there who are very good, and the live shows are very popular, so it was easy to translate into TV, wouldn't cost much, so the first person that does it will be described as a creative genius.
Indeed. Yes, exactly. But you've done all the work already.
Yeah.
It's there.
Point a camera at
just
it.
point a camera at it and it'll be absolutely brilliant. Because the thing is about you, I mean, because you're now an elder statesman of comedy. You are, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, OK.
Only for the fact that you've been doing it for a long, long time.
Yes.
And great for you as well, just to kind of help other comedians. Just, you know, the established
absolutely.
ones,
I mean,
the ones that are coming up.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we have some... we're on tonight with some guys from a group called Shoot from the Hip who have a very strong social media presence, whatever that means. And, yeah, I mean, it's great because you as an improviser, you are, by nature, you have to be sort of generous with what you're doing. There's no point in trying to make somebody look stupid because it's not good for the show. So, yeah, it's great fun, and every show is different, of course, so you do feel sort of energised and thrilled at the end of it, particularly when you've had somebody new who afterwards says, that was great. I loved it, you know. And
the audience love it and everybody's there. Are you taking it to Edinburgh?
We're going up to Edinburgh at the festival, yes, we're going to be playing at the Pleasance, the Grand, a big room there, but we go there every year, doing 10 days there, 3:30 in the afternoon from the beginning of August. My wife, Suki, gave me loads of dates to read out, and I've forgotten them.
It's OK, don't worry.
Yeah, and she's at home with her Latin lover at the moment, so, I mean, I've got nothing against people who speak Latin. No. But she has. She has.
Must be exhausting.
It is. Oh,
exhausting.
Sometimes she can't even have a bottle of milk in the morning. Sometimes
because she's so tired.
It's so worn out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, 35 years of Have I Got News for You.
Yes.
When you started off as a baby.
I did. I was a babe.
You were a baby. Mrs. Thatcher was still Prime Minister.
She was. Yeah.
It was just at that time she was getting kicked out.
That's right. Yes. I think we started in October. There we are. Yes. Look at that.
Look at that child.
If I'd known I'd look like that then, I would have had a different life, I think. Yeah, we started in October 1990, and I think she went in November 1990. So it's a long, long time. But the last series, we've got last programmes coming out on Friday with this series, going really strongly. We're getting like 3.5 million people on a Friday night, which in these day and age is a hit show, you know.
It's huge, absolutely huge. But the thing about it is, you know, even though you've been doing that for such a long time, the material, especially now, I mean, it is a gift in some ways.
It is, yeah. I mean, you do sort of... I mean, you went for a period which is very unusual where the news agenda didn't change. It was, first of all, it was Trump.
Yeah.
Then, of course, COVID and Brexit before that. So you had three major stories that were there every week. Which is sometimes tricky to deal with. I'm quite glad that we're coming off now with another 4 weeks of the election to go, because that's it's a long time to be finding amusing things to say.
Not at all, to be honest.
Yes.
I hear you.
But we might be doing an election show after the result is known.
That would be really good. Yeah, that would be really good, because there's so much material, as we say. It's crazy. I remember I hosted back in... Now, I didn't realise it was so long ago. It was 2005.
Oh, was it?
2005.
Right.
But it was great fun.
Yeah, do you want to do it again?
I would love to do it again.
OK, I shall put a word in.
You put a word in. But, yeah, I love that. Being a panellist is actually quite hard.
Yes.
And I often think sometimes the best people are the ones that work with you.
Yes.
Not against you.
Yes, there are some people
who
who tried. I mean, there were some people who have made mistakes to try and take Ian on you know.
No, don't do that.
And don't do that.
Don't
you
do
haven't
that.
got a chance. And sometimes people, I mean, male stand-ups, you know, generally speaking, just who aren't used to working on stage with somebody else, will tend to try and swamp the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the edit takes care of that.
Well, that's true. And you've had some brilliant hosts. I love
Yes.
Victoria. She's really
Victoria Colin
good.
Mitchell, she's excellent, yeah.
She's really funny.
The best hosts are the ones that listen, that give you room, and then come in but keep the show moving. Because they're the person in the middle has to kind of be the engine. You know,
Yeah.
they have to be the one that sort of keeps it going.
No, but it's fantastic. I love it. Who's been your favourite apart from me?
Bruce Forsyth.
Oh,
It's got to be.
I remember that. I do remember that. But William Shatner as well. That was
William
utterly
Shatner.
surreal.
Oh, wonderful.
But Bruce Forsyth he got it.
Yes.
He just got it.
I mean, and that led, not many people realise this, but that led directly to him getting the job on Strictly Come Dancing.
Does it really?
Because they were, you know, Bruce at that point was a little bit in the doldrums in terms of his TV career.
Oh.
Suddenly, you know, it's one of those things where you suddenly appear in a new environment. People go, oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
And so they
He's always been
him.
good. But
He's always been good.
But there he is there.
But
you know,
if you've been around for a long time, you can be taken for granted a bit. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And
100%.
100%. So, you know, so he came along and absolutely was wonderful, was brilliant. And from that, he got the Strictly Come Dancing show. And he was always grateful to me for that.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. But that sort of makes sense. You did humanise Boris Johnson as well. Would you have him back as a host, do you think? Would it work?
I don't think he would. I think
think he
as far
would
as
do
he's
it now?
concerned, we played our role and he's rise to power.
Yeah, but then
And
it always...
And he's complete...
Yes.
I mean, what it was... I mean, why people thought that Boris would, after seeing him on Have I Got News For You being a bumbling idiot, would think he'd make a great Prime Minister, I've no idea.
It's astonishing.
It is astonishing, isn't it?
It's astonishing.
Yeah.
But look, you and Suki,
Yes.
the improv show, Wednesdays at the London Comedy Store.
That's until the end of July.
Till the end of July. Then you toddle up to Edinburgh and have a lovely time up there and enjoy yourself. And then we'll see it on the telly.
Exactly, see it on the telly.
We'll see it
Absolutely.
on the telly.
You've heard it here first.
Absolutely. So
Thank you
good
very
to
much.
see you.
No,
It
thank
really
you.
is. Thank you so much for coming in.
That'll be £10.
OK. I think that's quite cheap, actually.
No, I've got to pay you, apparently.
Oh, right, oh, fine. That's not enough.
No.
After the